Cab's log. Ourdate 04 26 2025. Over at the neighbor's house, hanging out. Dawn's at work. I just finished putting the puppies to bed. And Angel wanted to come over next door, so I think I gave her first tractor ride. It wasn't that fun. There's nothing to hold on to. It's just, yeah, it's not a good time. Burned off a lot of the scrap that we had sitting around, a lot of the scrap wood. Not the stuff, but the brush. And they did a whole lot of work out by the side of the road. Christy took the brush cutter and just scalped the whole side of the hill. And so this isn't the first and the only fire we have. This is actually, well, it's, okay, there's only two, but yeah, the other one's out there somewhere, which you can't see because I'm not out there somewhere. I'm here. We unloaded the big trailer because I think he's planning on going and getting some material tomorrow. So we had to unload this thing, which is, hang on, let me shed some light on the subject. Look at this. An old farmall. Supposedly it runs, or how shall I put it? Ran when parked. So, whether it runs or not is up for debate. The gas tank's probably screwed. Carburetors, honestly, on these old tractors, carburetor's probably not in bad shape. Just because, yeah, just because. So it's 6 volt. So that's going to be a huge pain in the butt. But honestly, there's no reason that sucker shouldn't just fire up pretty easily. The gas tank might have issues, but other than that, there's no reason why it shouldn't fire right up. Just because. Because old stuff doesn't need a whole lot of, doesn't need a big excuse to just fire right up. Yeah. So I just got back from putting the puppies to bed, so they're good. I'm hearing some weird noises off in the distance. Sounds like cannon fire. I'm in Missouri. There's no reason I should be hearing cannon fire. Unless, Civil War? No, I'm kidding. I don't even want to go there. I don't even know why I said it. Damn it. I don't even want to go there. Anyway. I'm also hearing music. Where am I hearing music from? Yeah, I'm definitely hearing music. I can't hear it for very long, because if I hear it for very long, then I'm going to get struck. No. I have no idea. Okay, well, I did put the alternator back on this, and it did not fix the problem. I did not realize this sucker has an external voltage regulator. The shape that this alternator was in when I pulled it off, if it worked, would be absolutely insanely amazing. But had it rebuilt, God knows what it cost to have that rebuilt. I'm guessing it was probably a pretty penny. And started it up, no charge. So I got into the service manual and I'm checking it out, and here we go. Here we have a external voltage regulator, which, you know, to try to get this from case is probably insanely difficult, but after doing a whole bunch of stuff online and things, apparently it's a pretty easy piece to find. So we'll see if it works. Hopefully it's a 40 amp. I don't know if that one's a 40 amp. That might have been the one that somebody threw in there just to make it work. It may be a 20 amp for all I know, but this thing doesn't draw anything. But I did bypass the regulator through 12 volts to the field wire, the exciter wire, sorry. And it's pretty obvious it was charging, so I guess the fucking voltage regulator is bad. I'm so confused about testing this, testing that, doing this, doing that. A lot of weird stuff going on, but bottom line is the voltage regulator is bad, so we're going to put a new one on it, and I should take care of the problem. So hopefully this regulator will work. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to go with something a little more expensive, a little more something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just hoping this is, because I couldn't find an amperage rating on this. Just a voltage, not an amperage. So we'll see. Anyway, that's tomorrow's problem. Yep, tomorrow's problem. Okay. With that, we can do a lot more with the roads if we can get it out of where we need to get it into to do things. We'll see. It will be damn near impossible to pull it out if it sinks and the sand is so soft down there. The tractors sink, but I've got 3 feet of clearance, you know. Well, not 3 feet, maybe 2 feet. 2 feet of clearance. So I can just chug right on through. That thing's got like 6 inches of clearance. So if it digs in, holy crap. But, you know, doing the bucket thing, you can drag yourself out of there, but that just means it's practically worthless. That being said, it could still work. I may not know what the hell I'm talking about. We don't have an experienced case, skid steer, loader, whatever, operator here. But it, you know, whatever. Hopefully, you know, we're a bunch of old fuckers. We're used to figuring shit out. It should be able to be figured out. Not by me. I'm not interested in figuring it out, but I know how to do what I know how to do. After that, that's your problem. But anyway, Kenny can figure it out. Kenny will figure it out. Anyway, that's what I got to say. They're looking for me because I disappeared. And I got to show up. I got to make a showing. And Bono's down here. Hi, Bono. Glad you're down here. Anyway, Bumbling Fool signing off.